Hey everyone, welcome back to Common Underground. I'm your host, Common. Thanks for tuning in. So listen, I hear that Donald Trump may possibly drop some news on his first day in the White House. Maybe he wants to drop something about the JFK assassination or the UFO phenomena or possibly the Jeffrey Epstein client list. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll tell you from my perspective and from what I kind of know about a couple little things. I don't think he's going to be dropping anything. He might talk about the UFO stuff. I'm not sure how candid he's going to be on what's really going on because a lot of things are not in his lane, even though he's the president. When it comes to JFK, it was a long time ago. It was your parents and grandparents' era and that stuff that honestly, even if he were to tell the exact truth, is really not about who it affects. Personally, I think it's about what it affects. So if he were to go and tell you that a three-letter agency may have been responsible for the assassination of JFK, now you'll probably still go about your day like, oh man, that's crazy. You'll still wake up in the morning feeling like crap and probably drink a ton of coffee and go to work and cuss out your coworkers. Nothing's probably going to change. You're still going to have a shitty day, but it's about what it affects. And when I say that, all those three-letter agencies, corporations and things like that, and I don't think it's good for America, to be honest with you. I think that's something, I think we all kind of assume what happened. You've seen the movies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you assume what happened. At the end of the day, do we think that the three-letter agency has something to do with it? The Italian mafia has something to do with it? Everyone does. You know what I'm saying? So whether he tells us they did or didn't, I think we all kind of came up with that conclusion for ourselves. Now, for the Jeffrey Epstein thing, it's a little bit different. And a lot of people compare the Epstein scenario to the PDiddy scenario. And with I don't know, I'll get to PDiddy in a second, but this is what I know or think I know about the Epstein thing. The Epstein thing is not a specific, like, oh, this guy was a pedophile. Yeah, he was. You know, he was a rapist, but it's not about he was a pedophile or a rapist and he just wanted to build an island so he can play around with kids and invite all his friends over and do this and this and that. I don't think that was the case at all. I think he was a disgusting piece of shit pedophile and a rapist and all the horrible things that go along with it. But I also think that he did work for a three-letter agency, that he was an op, and he was doing things for them in terms of blackmail and controlling of elites. So that being said, I mean, to get into detail when I'm talking about it, he got buddy shoulder to shoulder with a lot of people in high places, invite them to his island where he can offer them cookies that they couldn't get wherever they're from, and they partook in these disgusting activities, and he recorded it all. And what he did with those recordings, he probably give those recordings to three-letter agencies, and those three-letter agencies used that to covert and to blackmail elites, corporations, big business heads, politicians, for them to do their bidding for them. That's why I don't think that even if Donald Trump does have the Jeffrey Epstein list, I don't think he was going to show it, not because he doesn't want to or not because he's involved, but because the three-letter agencies are probably still using that list because they're involved in blackmail schemes with a lot of people on that list. So that being said, did he kill himself or did someone kill him? Listen, there's a possibility that he did kill himself. And again, I'm probably not telling you guys anything you don't already suspect or assume or even know. But if I had information like that, real hard information like that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that someone would kill me before I talk, because that's real heavy stuff, you know. And espionage and subversion and those covert missions that three-letter agencies do, I'm aware of a lot of it. Like I said, I was in the military for 17 years. I know of a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. And it is not crazy and out of the realm of them getting a guy like Jeffrey Epstein, who's already in circles with these elites, and use him, knowing that he's already a disgusting pedophile piece of shit, use him, provide him money, provide him opportunity, get him in the room to the richest people, and put those people at risk and in situations where we can get some data footage, video footage, and pictures of them doing shit they should not be doing, so we can use it as leverage over them to control how they run their corporations, businesses, and how they conduct things in politics. So 100%. That's how the CIA works. That's how all the three-letter agencies work. And you guys have seen movies, just like I've seen movies. So this is definitely not out of the realm, and it's not strange at all for it to go down that way. So Trump talking about that, he might talk about it, but I don't think he's going to drop a list. And the third one, I said the UFO stuff. UFO. I'll get to that in a second. So he may say, yeah, okay, we identified them. We know they exist. We don't know what they are. Just like NASA's saying, or what everyone else is saying. We don't know who operates them. We don't know what kind of technology it is. We don't know where they're coming from. But he will acknowledge that they exist. And the government has already acknowledged it. That being said, I do think that a lot of American people who have encountered them or had video footage of sightings and stuff like that, they'll feel a lot better if the president does go on record saying, yeah, they exist, they're real. And it would give a lot of credibility to all the UFO hunters out there and all the podcasts that are basically, created around that phenomenon. So that's my take on what he's going to do or what he's going to say on day one in terms of like top secret stuff. And there's a bunch of other stuff that I'm not going to talk about that he may talk about, but that's it. So, I mentioned PDiddy. PDiddy is innocent until proven guilty. I don't think he had drugs in the baby oil. They're just saying that. A lot of stuff I believe is propaganda. Everyone was calling Puff Daddy's situation a psyop, that it was something to interfere with the election, to get people's mind off of what's going on in the background. But that didn't happen. It didn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? I think they had something on him. We would already know exactly what it is. It's been a while, and I know the wheels of justice do move very slow, but in this situation, and I get it, they're building a case, but yeah, I don't think they got enough. I really don't. I think it's pretty crazy that he offers $50 million and stuff to get out, and they didn't take it. But there's some type of agenda there, and what I really believe is he didn't play ball with somebody he should have played ball with. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for a lot of artists out there that have been hemmed up that you may know about. But there's other people that are like, God damn, he did that, but the other guy did that too. Like a lot of people were comparing Diddy to Hugh Hefner. Probably the same thing. Hugh Hefner was probably crazier, absolutely crazier. It could be a race thing. It could be racism, but I also think that Hugh Hefner greased the right palms and he played ball with the right people, and he got away with being a sick individual for a very long time, long enough for him to live a full life. And I don't think Puff Daddy did that. I think he ruffled some feathers, and I think he upset a little bit of the industry, and he didn't grease enough palms, and that's why he is where he is right now. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm not for him. I'm not against him. I just think that it's a coincidence that is happening to him, and there's other elites out there doing the exact same thing right now as we speak. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't know any of them, but I'm sure there's movie stars, artists of all sorts, politicians having freak-offs around the clock all over the place. And the law, media, elites, Hollywood, they all know who they are. And nothing's happening to them because they're doing good business with the right people, and so no one's going to snitch. And that's just how that is. Now, back to that. So, Sectors of Fire, that is a new podcast I am starting with my friend Spencer Emsch. He lives in Bucharest, Germany. I said Bucharest, Romania. I don't know why I said Germany. He's in Bucharest, Romania, and he is a U.S. Army veteran as well. He's a helicopter pilot. He's an author and he's a musician. He's also a UFO enthusiast like I am. So he's an artist, great guy. I know you guys are going to enjoy our conversations. So we will be about an hour long, maybe more on our podcast. Nothing like this small blogs. Like I said, this is just for me to talk to you guys every day. Just give you updates on what I got going on in my crazy mind. And I'm happy you guys are tuning in. But like I said, I put a UFO up there, so we are going to talk about the UFO phenomenon and UAPs and aliens and stuff like that. I mentioned before I don't have that much personal experience with UFOs and aliens. I did witness a UFO before that I believe was a UFO, and this was Yeah, this was pre-drone era, so I don't think it was some kid playing with a drone. So yeah, Sectors of Fire, it will be dropping here pretty soon. You guys will be able to get to meet my friend Spencer Emch, and we will be doing interviews as well. So I told you guys in an earlier blog, I did an interview with a friend of mine, Rome One, a dope ass graffiti artist, and that'll be dropping, interviewing Purple Heart veterans as well, and other artists. So that'll be fun to do. If you guys are interested in getting on that show and would like to do an interview, nothing is off the table. That show's gonna be subject around and created for artists of all kinds, musicians, graffiti artists, regular artists, authors, and military veterans, entrepreneurs, expat folks, because I'm an expat, he's an expat, and we're going to talk about everything. So, or UFO enthusiasts and things like that as well. So stay tuned for Sectors of Fire. I just wanted to drop that information on you guys here real soon. It's going to be a separate entity to this. This is going to remain Common Underground. I'm still going to keep doing the Graffiti Artist of the Day. I hope you guys like that. Again, it's not easy for me to just scroll through all these group pages every day looking for dope ass graffiti artists. I know quite a bit of graffiti artists personally, obviously, because I'm in a crew and everyone knows that, but I do not want to, like, it sounds a little cliche, but I don't want to be biased and put my own crew members as graffiti artists of the day, because obviously I know they're dope, I know you know they're dope, but I'm not doing that only because it's just bias. I'm looking for international graffiti artists. I'm looking for graffiti artists from all over the United States, California, Houston, Georgia. So if you guys know of a graffiti artist that is dope as hell, is not getting the right recognition, or just not getting noticed, hit me up, send me a comment. Hey man, you comment, I know this dope ass graffiti artist that deserves a little light, deserves some recognition, put him on your show, send me some flicks. Or if you're the guy, send me your flicks. Say, man, I want to be on your show, give me a shout out, show my my art on your shit, and I'll do it. If I like it and it's the dopest shit I seen that day, all day I'll put you on the show. So that's what I got for you guys today. Common Underground, thanks for tuning in. Stay up.